Hi, good afternoon. My name is Israel Panyahu, and today I would like to talk about flat earth theory and its falsehood. Did you guys know that a small percentage of the earth actually still believes that the population is flat? Well, it shocked me. As a future civil engineer, my future job will be to plan and build structures based on a 100% safety factor. I cannot build something based on assumptions. And the same thing can be said about these flat earth theories. They cannot be done based on assumptions. I believe that the earth is round and that in spite of the growing trend that it is flat, science continues to prove that it is actually false and that the earth is indeed round. One of these days, I was browsing Instagram and I came across a couple posts that made fun of flat earth. Because I thought they were funny, I decided to share that with a couple of co-workers, but I actually received some backlash because as it turns out, one of my co-workers was a flat earther. However, even though this caused some friction between me and him, it made me realize that this could actually be an issue. I did some research on it and I found out that YouGov actually did a poll back in February of 2018, and they discovered that about 2% of the population believes that the earth is flat. If we were to take that into consideration and did a ratio scale to the population of Houston, we would find that in the city of Houston there would be 46,000 believers of flat earth. That is a very, very big number. Also, I recently watched a Netflix documentary about flat earth and its believers. It showed a wide range of people, and it showed me that they're actually just about everywhere. These people even have large conferences, such as the FEIC, or the Flat Earth International Conference. They attend to it every single year, and usually the attendance is in the thousands. In this documentary, those who believed in this flat earth theory invested their entire lives to it, so much that they would even isolate themselves from their family, their friends, and their coworkers. Not only is the science behind flat earth quite faulty, but it constantly spreads falsehood to people. It makes people insecure, and it causes a distrust in the government. In the past few decades, there has been cases that have provoked this actually. Things such as the Watergate scandal, 9/11, or even Area 51. With all the secrecy going on, it's no wonder there have been a lot of skepticism going around. And flat earth is actually one of the results of it. However, most of these people will join together because they will feel something as of a sense of belonging in these groups. They band together and they form these groups because, well, now they're isolated from modern society. You see, the only thing that this flat earth theory actually causes is chaos, distrust, and even more isolation from everybody, from society, from family, from everybody. However, I would say that we should continue to trust the current science and facts that prove that the earth is round, because, well, that's the way to go. Science has supported this since the early ages, and for us to go back and say that flat earth is an actual thing would mean that we would have to debunk maps or topography, a lot of things that would rely on that. Also, many other calculations such as apps, such as, for example, Google Earth, would be faulty because we will not be able to use that. Calculations would be wrong. The Earth being round has always been what we were taught. But why would we stray from this foundation when it makes sense? Well, those who believe in flat Earth would no longer be isolated by society, which would be a plus, and we could continue to trust what we've been taught that is correct. In conclusion, we must acknowledge these people. We must acknowledge the people that believe in flat earth. But whenever you are approached by them, don't make fun of them. Instead, be accepting and understanding, but at the same time, be sweet and gentle whenever you confront them about this issue. I believe that the earth is round, and that those that believe that it is flat simply must respectfully re-examine their facts. Like I said, if you do encounter them, try to convince them with kindness and patience. Thank you.